Guys, first of all, let me be the first one to welcome you to this webinar. I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for being a part of it, for being here with us. As you can tell, we're having lots of fun, and we have an all-star cast kind of lined up for you today. But first and foremost, I'm Stoney Tanner. I'm the head of U.S. sales here at New You Life. That wasn't first and foremost, but I figured I probably should introduce myself. But I do want you guys to know that we're thinking about you. That is our first thought. We're always just concerned about you. No matter what we do, no matter where we go, you're our first thought. You're a part of our New You Life family. And so we're sincerely hoping all is well with you, that your families are well, that you're doing well. And if there's anything that we can do, please let us know. That's what we want to do and how we want to serve you. So please do that. As you know, recently, we launched Fortress. Incredible product. So grateful for it. Grateful to Alexi for making that available to us. It's been outstanding. We've heard so many new great things that have happened, and we're so excited about just kind of the traction it's getting in the marketplace and the potential it has to change lives for those that are taking it. And we're so grateful for that. The interesting thing about that is, and I want to read you guys a real quick blurb out of our product information page. When we talk about Fortress, we say things like, support your body's immune mechanisms and overall vitality, right? So that is an amazingly beautiful and an amazingly true statement. However, it is kind of a mouthful, right? When you're trying to talk about it and talk about with someone else. So as we've worked to be compliant, as we do with all of our products, and as we talk about how this product can really help you, we feel like we've done a great job of telling you all the things that you can't say, right? Because that's compliance, and it's important that you know what those are. The purpose of this webinar was kind of to talk maybe for a few minutes about the things you can say, right? Best practices, how you can really kind of introduce this to those that you want to really learn about the product and do that. And we want to make sure you have those tools and have that, like I said, those weapons in your arsenal to really explain this product and do it well. So having said all of that, we have outlined what I feel is an absolute all-star cast. We have with us some of the people that I've worked with in the past, I absolutely love. I'm going to introduce those leaders to you. There are questions that you've given to us from the field that I'm very, very excited about, that I'm going to ask of each one of these leaders. I'll give each one of them a question. They can answer that. And then they can also follow up a little bit if they'd like. And then after that, we have the all-star, the one and only CEO, formulator, founder, Mr. Alexi Goldstein with us, right? You know, I can't, honestly, I've had a chance to introduce Alexi a couple of times, and this is my favorite thing about him, you know, and all the stuff that we do. And I've had a chance to work in the industry with lots of different owners and lots of different leaders. And he absolutely represents the most heart out of anyone I've had the opportunity to work with. And so I am grateful to him for that. Grateful to be a part of the company, grateful to be working right now, and grateful to be helping you guys in any way that we can. So Alexi, a special thank you to you for being here with us. Having said that, I've got these couple of questions lined up, so I'm going to kind of open it up. And Paul, if it's all right, I'm going to start with you. So one of the questions we've gotten from the field as they've kind of introduced this to us is, what have you found is the best way to work with your current team, and maybe even in relation to the current climate in introducing this product? What are some of your best practices and best ways that you've done that?
All right, so look, guys, here's the first thing I can give you is sharing anything with your team. Yeah. Is that in 1976 during the Olympics, Dave Waddle was he was a championship runner, and he had a really bad knee tendon injury, right? So things were holding him back. And when the race started, he was 10 meters back because of his knee. He was probably, to be honest with you, there was no way he was going to be able to even be competitive in this race. Forget about a third or fourth. And go back and watch this video. But real quickly, the minute he finally caught up with the pack of runners, those elite Olympic athletes, all of a sudden he was empowered. He was able to run. Why I'm happy about being on this call with Danielle and you and Alexi and Troy is that when you run in that pack, so guys, start connecting with the people. The first thing I'm going to give you is start connecting with the people who are running and get close to them. It will rub off on you. That's number one. Number two, we'll talk about the new normal. We have a product that's going to help people during this new normal. And I was just talking to this earlier before with you, Stoney, about how maybe you break your arm and you get a cast and you think, oh my God, this is the worst thing that's ever going to happen. And then 3 to 4 days in of wearing that cast, you don't even feel it anymore. It kind of becomes part of you, or an itchy sweater or something with a high collar, and all of a sudden it's bothering you. Then you're out to dinner for 4 hours and you have a drink and you forget about it. That's what's going to happen. But Ellie was talking about this the other day on the Diamond Ambassador call, that in Europe and Asia, preventative measures are really big. And we're more reactionary in the United States. We wait for something to happen. That's your new normal. That's your positive. That when we take a product like this, people are going to be different. If you go to Asia, people have been wearing face masks for years, right? That may be something you see a lot of people adopting in the United States. Nothing to be afraid of. You don't know what their health condition is. This gives you the confidence to talk to people. Look, 50% of the people you talk to today are going to be cowering in fear, waiting for that government check to come. But the other 50% are looking for something. The other 50% got the wake-up call. And some of these people are business owners who now finally feel vulnerable. And those of us who have a chicken list, it's the time to hit your chicken list. So this is what I'm telling my team, and I want to tell everybody because we're all one family. What does Fortress do for me? I haven't tried it yet, but here's the results I'm getting already. It's the reinforcement of the business concept that if you're going to take if you're going to form your own little company, right? Even if it's something as simple as John Colley is a roofer, he's a builder in this business, he's a life coach about to be ambassador, and he just launched this new roofing thing. He had to go out and buy new equipment to spray these roofs on, and he made a big investment. He had to go for training. I don't need to do that. My company launched 4 blockbuster products in less than 3 years with millions of dollars worth of development, and I spent zero. Well, I spent just the money buying my product. And I could talk to a business owner and I could say, listen, I launched 4 blockbuster products, multi-million dollars in revenue. And this is what I did. So it's something that a business owner could understand. So get your pens out, guys. Remember, this is what I want you to do right now. Remember the movie Field of Dreams, where it was, what's the saying, Stoney, in Field of Dreams? If you build it, they will come.
They will come, yeah.
We have Zoom right now. This is what I want you to do. If you do it, they will come. You tell a business owner, listen, here's what I want you to do. You are a very successful guy. You're struggling right now, but you know a lot of other people who are struggling. I want you to put them all on a Zoom call, right? I know you don't have time to build this business. I know you want to try to salvage what's left of your business, or maybe you're going to reopen in a couple of weeks. But there's a lot of people you love and care for that are not as fortunate as you. I want you to put them on a Zoom with me. I want you to take 1 hour out of your day, invite these people onto a Zoom, and I want you to let me work with them. I'll build your business for you. You created a lead generator from that business person. They're going to understand the opportunity, but maybe they say, well, I don't have time to build it. Great. Introduce me to the people who need something in your life. Put them on a Zoom with me. And if you do that in 1 hour, I'll show you the results I can get. And then you keep doing that. And that's going to give you the ability to build your business and having a influencer giving you lead generation. I want you to also I want you to be careful not to overtrain right now. Don't spend time watching videos and everything and then not get to the work. I want you to do the income producing activities. We have a great product. What's the #1 reach out that you're getting on Facebook, Instagram, your text messages? How are you dealing with this, right? Everybody is concerned about that. Guess how I'm dealing with it. I want to tell you about what my business has done. You have the ultimate opportunity right now because people are reaching out to you and asking you, how are you faring in this crisis? What are you doing in this crisis? Now, you could answer, I'm making brownies, or you could answer, while I'm making brownies, I'm building my business. And based on this new product, Fortress, we are going to rock and roll. How much time do I have? Do I have another minute, or we're
You totally have another minute.
Okay, good. Yeah. So here's another thing I want you to think about. So when you're building that rapport with those people, then you tell them about your product. Not everyone wants to be on stage talking in this business. Not everyone wants to be listening to you know, to all the great trainers that we have, and start to become that master network marketer, right? Big earner type thing. Most people, in fact, more people are interested. 65 million people today are really just looking for a lifestyle change to earn an extra $50 to up to $1,500 per month. Right? They're really not interested in getting on a plane and coming to an opportunity meeting. They're really not interested. What they're interested in is, tell me what I can do just enough to make that. And this opportunity, this business offers that for a lot of people. There are about 8 million people looking for a network marketing opportunity. There are about 65 million people who says, look, I don't want another job. I just want a quick lifestyle change. What could I do to get me to that level? Okay, and those are very, very loyal people. You know, it's the girl looking for gel nails and hair extensions. It's the guy looking to get the new BMW. It's the grandfather who, you know, because of some financial mistakes and the way the markets are operating, he's just looking to take his kids to Disney World once a year. You know, so really, I mean, to be honest, that is really a really good place to focus on the business. Now, Danielle, I'm going to end here. Danielle's doing a giveaway. And that giveaway, she's giving away, I don't know, 1,000 here, 750, 200, or 100, whatever it may be. And I don't want to overspeak her. 200. Okay. Based on some results. Here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want. You're shaking your head. No. Danielle, I'm not going to give the details. You know, you did that the other day, but unless we got a compliance issue. But here's what I want you to do. What can you do if she's doing that generous offer? What can you do? Well, look, we all know that the people who are going to hustle are going to get that. We need to teach the skills of what to do. So we got this new product, Fortress. It's a great opener. I want you to go back to your people, and I want you to run your little contest. You could bake brownies and send them in the mail for the winner. You could give a bottle of gel if you can do it. But what I want you to do is, while Danielle's doing that end result, I want you to worry about the lead. What are they doing to do the work? What are the income producing activities? So I want you to run a promotion in your little team or your big team and promote the income producing activities. How many videos did you send? How many three-way calls were you on, right? And sometimes I'll talk to people and they're like, oh, I've been talking to a ton of people. How many is a ton? Is it 4 or is it 100? If it's 4, they need to do more. If it's 100, then you need to coach them on changing their message, because no one should be talking to 100 people and not getting a bunch of distributors. So something's going on there, and it gives you the ability to teach and promote the income producing activities that are going to result in you building your business. So I hope that was helpful. You know, it wasn't necessarily Fortress oriented, but I'm going to let everybody else do that.
That was fantastic. And like I said, Paul, you know, Paul is a diamond ambassador. This is a guy who I've gotten a chance to spend some time with. Just a very keen business mind. That's what I've always loved about Paul. When I talk with him and when he talks about the market and what's going on, he just does such a great job of talking about the current climate and how that relates particularly to business people. I love what you said about your chicken list, right? You run with those that are running, then you circle back and say, hey, look, if you got somebody you're afraid to talk to, now is the time to do it, right? Because now you have a unique situation that you may never have again. So I absolutely love that. You hit the nail right on the head. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it very much. Let me introduce the next guy to you, Troy Landwehr. Troy is a diamond ambassador with us as well. Here's the thing I love most about Troy. Troy is a student of the industry. This is a guy that you can talk to, and he will tell you what's going on in the market. He'll tell you what's happening, you know, in the current climate. And what I loved about him is he knows how to apply that very, very well to what you're doing inside your business. So he's a great, great mind and great friend, and just one of those guys that I'll always call and say, hey, Troy, what do you think about this? You know, how do you feel about that? And he's one of those guys that gives you that kind of feedback and does it as well as anyone. So Troy, let me ask this next question of you real quick. And because I know you're a specialist in this particular environment, what's been your favorite way to kind of introduce our new Fortress product through social channels and social media? How have you kind of leveraged that, so to speak?
Well, you know, I'll tell you, that's what excites me the most, is that Alexi Goldstein has provided the products. You know, he's just a great formulator, and I've been able to do this from home. So I'm in Maine. I don't have a great background like Alexi with the flag, and I don't even know what Paul has. Coronavirus news back there, whatever he's doing. He's going to give us the latest total, I guess. I don't know. But I'm like in a little attic hiding here in Maine. But, you know, I think here's the thing. I think more than ever, we're seeing that people need to do something different. Yeah. And what's great about, if people are looking at this for the first time, know this, we have phenomenal products. You don't have to invent phenomenal products. Alexi Goldstein literally has the best products that I've seen in this industry. And now we're coming up with a product that everybody is going to be receptive to. And it's not to be fear-based. He just has a big heart and he rushed this product to get out because we know we need this product. But I don't, I think more than ever, people don't want to open up stores. They don't want to open up brick and mortars. They don't want to go back. It's going to affect all kinds of businesses, and more people are knowing that they need to have another business. They need to have another income stream. They can't put all their eggs in one basket. And no longer, I built this from home through social media, but it's not a home-based business. It's now a phone-based business. And so skills pay the bills, but at the same point, when you have great products, you don't have to be a great salesman. When you have a great system, it sells itself. And that's what Alexi has done. And Ellie, they have come out with the best products. And so many of these products are not me too. So the first thing I would say is, number one, you have to be yourself. You can't be Paul Capozio. Danielle is, an absolute pro. You have to be you, but first of all, get excited. You have to get excited. I look at people's social media. Are they excited? Are they happy? I know there's some bad things going on in this world, but the first thing is you have to get excited, because sales is just a transfer of belief. You don't have to be good at sales. You're selling why there's no monster under the bed or in the closet. It's just a transfer of the belief. And what we believe in is we believe in our company. We believe in our products. We believe in Alexi Goldstein. We believe he's going to continue to give us the right products. So how can we create a system that's really easy for you, right? And I just tell people I have a business that I run entirely through social media. I have a page. I'm going to add you to it. Take a look at these phenomenal products. And when we got started, we were cranking. Think about this. All these companies launch with 100 products, 50 companies. Alexi Goldstein launched in one country, one product, and we did it better than anyone in the history of this in this business. And Danielle created a page. Danielle Vazario created a page where the facts tell, stories sell. Okay, and we let the stories do the thing. So all you got to do is get excited, reach out, give the reasons why you're excited. People don't care what you do. They care why you do it. Tell people, why are you doing the business? Right now, more than ever, there's a reason why people want to get in a home-based business or a phone-based business, because they don't have the income to provide and they don't know what's going to happen in the future. So really what social media does is it allows you to be the invitation. You don't want to be an explanation or presentation mode. You want to be an invitation mode. You want to be the usher, not the movie. You don't have to be a great salesperson. All you have to do is invite them. You're basically selling the thing that sells the thing. Today, you're going to hear from Alexi Goldstein. You're going to hear from Danielle. All I had to do is say, jump on this webinar, get in front of this. And then when I do this thing, I go through private mini chats, and we can do some more trainings on that, but they want to hear it through audio. Don't text them. They want to hear your voice. They want to hear, why are you excited? What is this? What is it excites you about this? Get excited, And so, so what I would say is I'm getting excited about the products, and I'm using social media to reach out to people and say, listen, I just saw you had a quarantine joke or whatever it is. I am excited about a new project that I'm working with. Can I send you some information? I'm excited about a new business that I've started that's on my phone. Can I send you some information? And that's how I use social media, is to connect with them. But I make sure that it's the videos, it's the PDFs that Jeremy worked on, and Bruce Levington and Stoney and Steve. I'm sending the information so I can be the usher, not the movie. I'm not presenting it. You guys are presenting it. I'm just inviting them to take a look at the product through our social media channels and through our pages.
Man, Troy, that was perfect. Absolutely love the passion. That's one of the things I've always admired about you. And the second thing is, I love what you had to say about being yourself, but also just the transfer of beliefs. I mean, that's such an important key, is when you start thinking about, you think, look, when you're selling, when you're talking to those that you want to get engaged, you're really just transferring what you believe and what you know to that particular person. And so, man, that was absolutely right on point. It reminded me of
one thing before.
Yes, please.
Time is going out, so I want to be respectful, because I know Danielle's going to hit a home run, and we got our all-star and Alexi. But, you know, just a couple lines to make it easy. Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? Start talking to people. Have you heard the news? I just started a new project with an incredible product. I'll let Alexi explain that, and Ellie. Have you heard the news? That's how I'm doing it. Getting excited. Have you heard the news? I started marketing an incredible product. If I gave you some information, would you look at it? And that's how I've been talking to people. Back to you, Stone.
So
Thanks a lot for having me.
So thank you for being here. That was perfect. No, excellent work. No, that's exactly right. And here's the thing I love about what you said too, is it's not complicated. It's really very simple, isn't it? Have you heard the news? You know, if I gave you some information, would you look at it? It's two simple points. Troy, thank you. I was right on point. To introduce our third all-star, I'd like to introduce to you Danielle Rich. Danielle is our top female income earner. Here's the one thing I'll say about Danielle that I love about her is she is fierce and fearless. She's one of those leaders that is always out there in front. She's always pushing, and she's constantly building those around her to go and to do more. And so, as with all of you, we're so blessed to have her with us. So, Danielle, let me ask you the next question, if that's okay. And I love this because I think falls into your particular skill set. And it's simply this: what's been your very favorite way to kind of pique interest with new people relative to this product, or some of the tools you've learned to do that with brand new people? Can you share that with us maybe for a second?
Thank you, Stoney. Yeah, first of all, I want to say hi to everybody. I'm so glad you're on with us today. Today's a super special day for me. It didn't hit me until about an hour ago. I didn't know that today was the anniversary. It's the beginning of my 10th year in network marketing. So very cool that today is the day that I'm on, and Stoney and Troy and Alexi, Paul, to be on with such amazing business people and just great human beings is an honor. But what's interesting is I wanted to share today, of course, you know, how to pique interest and what the scripts are. But I quite frankly need to let you guys know I'm not sitting here today at the beginning of my 10th year in the industry because I just went for it. I had to dig down and find courage. The opposite, the antidote to fear is courage. The biggest roadblock in our industry or in any sales job is fear. So if you look at taking -5 and you want to balance it out, what do you have to do? You have to add +5. When you have fear, which holds you back from doing the things that we teach you, you have to add courage to your life. It was a courageous moment for me to join this company in December of 17. I was broken as a human being. I was tired. My marriage was ending, and I had been through this industry and had some success, but I hadn't found the right fit. And that day that I joined took courage. And it took a slap from my good friend, Chris. He's like, shut up and just try it. And I'm glad he did. Sometimes people need to be pushed out of their comfort zone. Good friends do that. But what's interesting is if I look back today and I'm reflecting on what it took for me to do this, I had to be inspired or desperate. Well, guess what I was 10 years ago? I was desperate when I joined the industry. Very similar economic times to today, because the '08 crash decimated our business. Everyone knows the story. I won't get into it. But what's interesting about today is that the psychology of any type of sales that Troy nailed, which is what I was going to say, is every sale is based on emotion. Every sale, whether you buy a lipstick, whether you buy a house, a car, whether you get married to someone, you date someone, it's based on emotion. Every sale is based on emotion. But 85% of sales throughout the world, this is a statistic you have to know, take 8 to 12 what we call touches before someone will actually pull the trigger, right? So it took me a long time to join this industry. I had heard about it for years, but I want you to understand, most of you are sitting there not in the position you'd like to be, both financially, both rank-wise, because you're letting fear and you're letting excuses build a house of failure for you. I can promise you that if you knew the old Danielle, the Danielle who gave her power away since she was a little girl, the girl who grew up on food stamps with a single mom in a very abusive household with a raging alcoholic father and no direction and no mentors, if you knew the old me and you saw me today, you'd realize that I learned not only through this industry, but through my faith, never to give my power away, that I have everything in me that I need to be the most successful human being on the planet for myself, not competing with anyone else, but to really find my seeds of greatness. And I'm still digging through that stuff. You have to ask yourself today, you have phenomenal products, which by the way, are very difficult to find in our industry. The kind of products that we have that are like super, super powerful and unique. So we have that. Then we have the, we can say we have the great executive team. We have all the cash we need. We're debt free. We can give you all that information right now. And I can give you scripts and I'll tell you what you'll do. You'll sit there and you won't do the work because you're afraid. You're afraid of rejection. You're afraid of failure. You're afraid of success. And the old Danielle was afraid of all of the above and more. I had more things running through my head that held me back in my life than you could imagine. But the day I realized that I was the one holding myself back and that my life was not the way I wanted to be was the day I said, I'm going to be courageous. It's why I'm able to pay my bills now. It's why I'm debt free now. Thank you, Alexi. It's why I can take care of friends and family right now at a really tough time. It's why I can put food on the table without balancing my checkbooks anymore. It's why I'm able to give to great causes that really are important to me. And it's why, not that I'm proud of myself. I'm not proud of myself for my income. I'm proud of myself for pushing myself out of my comfort zone and being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when you do that, I promise you, when you take the scripts that we are going to post for you, those scripts, and to answer Stoney's question, I can give you 1,000 scripts, but please, you need to sit back today and say to yourself, I'm ready to take this to the world, and be ready for rejection, be ready for crickets, be ready for people to ghost you, ready for people to tell you you're in the wrong industry and this company's not going to work for you. And then be ready to get some yeses, because your yes bucket is only this big and your no bucket is this big. And one day you wake up and you're like, holy cow, it's happening. It's happening for me because I didn't give up, because I got tired of being tired of being broke, and you found your why. My why was strong enough and I needed courage. And it's why I'm living a life right now that I'm very, very excited about. But I have to find that courage every day. I don't sit back and say, oh, I'm doing great now, I'm just going to stop working. I find courage every day to do something different and be bolder and find a way to reach out to someone that I think maybe wouldn't do this industry. And that is what it is. It's in your head. And I promise you, if you get that ugly little thing out of your head, that self-talk that tells you you're not good enough, or you don't have the skill set, or you don't look right, or you're not small enough, you're not big enough, you're not bulky enough, you're not masculine enough, you're not feminine enough, whatever words you're saying to yourself, you rip them out of your brain today and say, I can have exactly what Danielle, Troy, Paul, and all these people have. The only difference between me and you is I finally took those words and I ripped them out of my head. And it's a daily practice to psychologically fight through the insecurities of yourself and your business. And are you good enough? And let me tell you, you're all so freaking good enough. And the fact that you chose to be in network marketing, the fact that you chose this company shows how smart you are, but now you've got to go do something with it. So I'll leave you with this. The most important thing you can ask someone is, are you in the looking zone? If it's business, okay? So there's two things I would say. I love what Troy said, but are you in the looking zone for something to bring in additional income right now? It's my favorite. Are you in the looking zone? Because quite frankly, if they're not in the looking zone right now, why waste your time? Check in with them in another 30, 45, 60 days. Things change. But if you want to talk products, you can say, hey, we just launched an incredible new product. I would love to share it with you. There's a 2-minute video, and it's an immune product. It's an immune blend that is selling like wildfire. If they're looking for something for immunity, they're going to say, send the video. Guess what? If they don't answer, it's okay. But if you keep sifting the same people in the same sand, you'll never, ever see the growth you're looking for in your organization. So my 2 tips, be courageous. And if you've never been courageous your whole life, I promise you, I wasn't my whole life. I was a big baby who let things get to me and gave my power away. I was surrounded by those people growing up. Therefore, you live what you learn. But then I started to surround myself with winners and people who came out of the pit, and I wanted to be where they were. And I said, since they're courageous, I'm going to be courageous. I am partnered with the best company on the planet. I get the chills when I say it. There is nothing that can stop me from my vision and from partnering with these guys and these women and taking this thing to the moon. There's not a thing you can do today to help yourself if you have fear. There's nothing. You might as well just say, oh, it's another week, I'm not going to make a dime. Or you can say, I'm going to be courageous. And I'll do a training on that this week and talk about the things I do and say to myself. But it is a daily practice. It isn't easy. And you're never going to do this perfectly. But I'll tell you what, you're going to see your business grow because you got out of your own way. I love you guys. Have a blessed weekend, and thanks for having me on.
Fantastic. No, it's exactly what that is exactly what we have come to expect from Danielle. And first of all, Danielle, happy anniversary. We're glad you made it 10 years. But second of all, like you said, the amazing thing about that is, it's like you said, even though those scripts have, like you said, you've written tons of those scripts, and those scripts are available in different spots. You post them all those different places. So they're welcome to look at those. But again, the key is just overcoming that fear, getting started, and just being willing to be out there. And like you said, you're going to have tons of no's, but at the end of the day, it's just those few yeses that make all the difference. We talk about that all the time. I mean, but look at this panel, look at who have collected here with us today. I mean, you guys said yes, and obviously it's been an incredible decision in your life. So we're grateful for you. Thank you. That was excellent. I love that. In the interest of time, let me make sure that I get, you guys did spectacular. Let me introduce to you the all-star. Like I said, the guy that we talked about last time, and this, I like saying the all-star just because I get to see that one eyebrow raise, which is spectacularly cool. This is my opportunity, my honor to introduce to you our CEO, our founder, our formulator, here to tell us a little bit about the story of Fortress and talk about why it's so unique and so special. I'd like to turn the time over to Mr. Alexi Goldstein. Alexi, the floor is yours.
Whew. Oh my God. Thank you, Tony. You're amazing. Thank you for helping us put all of this stuff together. I took some notes while you guys were talking. First of all, thank you everybody for being here and being part of this company. Message for Troy. Have you heard the news? Troy, have you heard the news? New Your Life. I have the best group of leaders any company can ever ask for. Thank you, all of you. Hold on. Paul, I would pay so much money to attend any training course you ever throw to sell or buy anything on the planet. I love you. Okay. Hold on. Danielle, Jesus. I mean, I emailed Danielle at 1:54 a.m. telling her I love you and I appreciate you and all you do. Let's keep changing lives together. What a powerful, inspiring woman you are. You are truly the leader for the ages, Danielle. You're amazing. You're seriously a treasure. And I want you to keep inspiring women all over the planet. Don't ever stop. And then at the end, when I say don't ever stop, I mean, you have so much money, you don't stop. Are you really a leader? Is it about the money? Is it about changing enough lives? Have you changed enough lives out there? Okay. I am useless. You know why? Without you guys, it's like an incomplete formula. And this is why I'm so blessed, because I can't change enough lives out of my tiny little hole. I need those inspiring creatures out there like you guys to reach out and then pass that message so I can feel useful and I can feel like I've done something important. And in all my years, I'm finally feeling that I am, and we are touching thousands of lives. So I love you all. Thank you all. Tony, what do you want me to talk about exactly, and how much time do I have? Because I can take over about 24 hours, and I will.
Oh, you can have as much time as you want. No, I really just wanted for you to do what you do so well, which is kind of tell the story of Fortress and how it came to be. I think some people haven't had a chance to hear that, and I think it makes a huge difference to them. And then, like you said, just for a moment, what makes Fortress really unique? I know that some of the questions I get from the field are they love it and they're starting to realize what makes it so special. But I think maybe hearing it from you might really help them to understand what makes it so special.
You got it, of course. Okay.
Thank you.
Of course. So Fortress, how unique is Fortress? Okay, so I'm sitting here and you know, during our everybody's quarantined and being trapped and trying to listen to the leaders and corporate trying to come up with ideas for promotions and what can we give the field and I'm, you know, at the same time I'm living my life on the other side, running an essential, you know, retail with my cousin and his essential and all what we do. And it just dawned on me. I have so many clients coming in and out, and I'm so blessed to be able to see the same culture that I've been living with for the last close to 30 years coming in and out, ultra healthy, right? Just because they take care of themselves, right? And a lot of things started aligning very quickly. And I'm starting to see what's disappearing off of the shelves very quickly, and what people are saying, what people are looking for. And Fortress is something that I've had for forever. I mean, I believe since 2002, something like that was the first version of Fortress. And if you turn around and look at these ingredients, you'll know exactly why this product is so special. But that wasn't the secret. The hard part was, how can we make this happen immediately and bring this product into those amazing hands and give it to the people that need it right now? Okay, it normally takes months. If you're into manufacturing at all, anything at all, you can't make a phone call and get a product tomorrow. You can't. You can't source. You can't label. You can't package, ship, program. I mean, there's so much detail that so many details that you need to put together to be able to achieve something that fine, especially at a time like this. So I had to pull a lot of strings together to be able to do this. One of the things, I mean, during my years in the industry, I've built a lot of friendships and partnerships with some amazing Class A, high quality manufacturers that I'm proud to say they've been able to help me, support me on my mission, my personal mission for the last 20 plus years. As I started developing products, I'm not the easiest person to work with. Okay, I demand so many things from the manufacturers, from CFAs and from all the way to smelling, touching, and feeling the product, knowing exactly where it comes from, all the way to the certificate of analysis, right? So I don't know how much those manufacturers like me. Maybe they just try to make me happy. I don't know. But I'm very, very demanding and hard to work with, because you know what? I feel that I'm responsible for a lot of people. It's just, I'm programmed like this since the beginning. And I feel that there's no way I can put in your hand something that I wouldn't take myself or give it to somebody I care about and I love, right? So I want to make sure at the end of the day, you have the highest quality of anything available to my knowledge and my power that I can put together for you. So I made a demand to one of my amazing manufacturers, and I told them, I want you to press pause on everything you're doing right now, okay? All your manufacturers, all the lines you're running for, all the hundreds of companies you're doing for, I need you to do me the biggest favor on ever, okay? And I will owe you forever. I don't know how I'm gonna pay him for it, but I need you to press pause on this, and I want you to run what I need to run. This product that I've had forever, okay? I want at least 1 million capsules tomorrow. Figure this out, right? And so quickly that are in such high demand. And as my cousin knows, being in this industry for decades with me, and he's right here. Thank you, Ali, for being here. It's not easy. I mean, and I'm gonna give you guys, just because I work at all levels, right? I'm still serving my clients day in, day out, right? And I know what's here and what's not. So at our stores, good luck trying to find zinc anywhere, right? Zinc has been recommended for immune system forever, especially right now. You see health organizations and professionals telling people to go get zinc, right? Stuff like vitamin C, you can't find it, let alone sourcing enough to have it delivered and put together so quickly for us was hard enough on its own, but freezing what production relies on running for so many other people to put together this product was just amazing. So you source the product, you get those amazing ingredients at good high clinical doses and strength to make a difference for you. That's not 3 milligrams of zinc, it's 28, 29 milligrams of zinc, right? It's not 100 milligrams of echinacea or of vitamin C or 20. It's a 1,000 milligrams, right? It's not just dried up echinacea flour. It's echinacea standardized extract. It's not just elderberry ground up. It's 10-to-1 concentrated elderberry. It's all of the ingredients in here are just concentrated forms, ingredients that will make a difference, and ingredients that work synergistically together to support your immune system and the way it functions. And this is so important at a time like this. We are not making any claims whatsoever for any virus whatsoever. My mission is to make your immune system strong and powerful. So in 10 days, this amazing product, actually we were able to land it, okay, and started labeling it on Monday, thanks to Ellie's hard work on putting together the back panel and doing the information on the educational notes on the back, and with a little bit of help from our marketing department, they were able to spin this out so quickly, and the product actually just started shipping out. I mean, 14 days from the day I told my manufacturing partner to freeze everything he's doing, to you guys having a finished, amazing product in your hands today. It took so much, but I'm so glad. Sometimes the stars align for a reason. Normally, when I make a call like this, I'll be like, get out of here. I'll have a product ready for you in June, July, May. Okay, exactly, right? No, I'm not taking this. Okay, so when he asked me that question, and he's like, of course, I can have the product for you. We'll have it ready in maybe July, maybe August. I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. I want the product tomorrow. Figure this out, right? And I want the same stuff that I have in here. Not only this, the list of ingredients in securing this stuff, again, at a time like this, is just difficult enough, let alone freezing everybody else's need to run New Your Life, which is our family and what it needs. I just feel honored and proud that I was able to put this together with my amazing team to make it available for you guys, and with some very special ingredients. I mean, I'm not going to talk about every single one because I don't know how much time we have over here, but like there's ingredients like berberine. I mean, you know, an iron-binding glycoprotein that actually aids in the formation of T cells. Your immune defense mechanism is just amazing on its own. Something that's been labeled one of the super antioxidants that we have today, right? You won't find it in general typical immune system products, but it's so important to be in this blend, right? Because this is what helps formation of T cells. So immune mechanism, immune defense works synergistically together. Your body coming together from adaptogens, right, and de-stressors, all the way with immune system boosters. There was a question here a few seconds ago from Mike Fong. Mike Fong asked, why isn't glutathione in there, right? I tell you, Mike, look, why isn't liposomal vitamin C in there? Why isn't olive leaf in there? Why isn't oregano in there? I can put 3 million ingredients in there, but then I'd have to put 1 milligram of each ingredient, and the product's not gonna do anything for you. So I elected number one, the highly researched, clinically researched ingredients. So if you just jump on Google, or you just go to the education material that we put together, you're gonna be able to reference research and studies on all of these amazing ingredients in there, from berberine, lactoferrin, all the way to the typical zinc and vitamin C at that important dose, not just a sprinkle of anything. This is the important thing. The significance of the important milligrams in this product is what makes the difference about this product. So yes, Fortress has evolved many times over the years, and every time something special enough pops up there, you will know Fortress is going to adapt quick enough to have this amazing ingredient in there. So the reason why glutathione is not in there is because glutathione, out of every 1,000 milligrams I give you, your body might keep maybe 1 or 2 milligrams. Your body destroys it very, very easily. So this form is not the best delivery method, okay, in a capsule for glutathione to be effective, efficient in your body. And Mike Fong, this is the answer to this question. So once I have the best form and best delivery, and I can deliver it to you ASAP, I promise you, you will have it. But I got another answer from Lisa and Irene. I love you. I got another question from Roger, and I want you to check this out, Stony. and give Roger his links to the videos and to the material that he needs. And he has some questions that popped up, so please take care of him. So I got a question from Julie here. I'm just going to answer a couple questions. Sorry, Stoney. Can probiotics in Fortress cause any negative reaction for people with IBS issues? Absolutely the opposite. Those prebiotics culture in your system, and we are made from bacteria. The newest discovery on this planet recently, okay, in decades, is scientists finally discovered that we're not mostly made from water. We're mostly made from bacteria, okay? This is a fact. Bacteria, water, then cells, and all that fun stuff. So there's so many certain types of probiotics that culture in different places in your body. And science is discovering very quickly here that the benefits of every single strain of beneficial bacteria, okay, which is what we call probiotics, right? And those probiotics have different benefits all over the body. They do not fight or cancel each other out, right? They culture in different areas. They do different things. They have different benefits. Are they going to irritate people with IBS issues? Absolutely not. Do it, use it, enjoy it, feel good about it. You don't have to worry about that, Julie. So hopefully that answers your question. That's it. Anything else you want me to talk about, Stoney? I mean, I'm so excited. This product's in your guys' hand and it's shipping out. Literally, yesterday is the first few boxes started going out, and you guys are gonna have it in your hands in the next like couple of days. And I can't wait until you guys just post a picture up, share it with people you love, share it with people you care about, change lives, make everybody's immune system healthier. There's not enough people that I can reach out on my own, out of my little hole, right? And I depend on those amazing leaders and those amazing people listening to these amazing leaders on this line and this amazing New Life family to just touch the next person's life. And I expect you guys, I mean, this is just like I feel a responsibility and obligation to take care of so many people in this company, and this is my obligation for life. It's almost like I want to say, I beg you, okay, it's an order, it's a demand, it's a beg. Go out there and share this with people you care about. This is not a cure to anything, okay? This is just to augment and support so your body can do things on its own better, because God designed this body to do things on its own, okay? This is how we were made. Take care of your temple. I love you all.
Fantastic. That is exactly what I wanted you to do. Matter of fact, it was perfect. No, what I love most about Alexi and you guys are getting this every time you talk to him, it's just the passion. It's the compassion that comes through. It's the commitment to quality, and it's the way that that's delivered. And Alexi, so that you know from all of us, it is such a blessing to be a part of something like that. You know, when you're out working like we do and you're talking with people, it is so nice for us to be able to say, we literally represent the best products that are in the industry. I mean, I just absolutely love that. And I love, like I said, just the compassion that goes into every single one of those. So thank you for that. Real quick, and you mentioned a couple of things, and I do want to give Ellie just a minute for just a second, but hang on real quick. Let me make a couple of announcements. He's been on here with us this whole time, and Ellie looks just like he has something he's just got to say. So I don't want to miss it, right? But going back to that really quick, we have, you know, when you think about the things that we've covered today, Paul, you know, thank you so much just for, you know, teaching us to connect with those that are running and doing everything you're doing. Troy, you know, have you heard the news, man? That's so powerful and so important. You know, can I share that with, and Danielle, just for being fearless, leading and helping us to recognize that no matter what our fears are and no matter what's in front of us, we just have to kick those things out of the way and get working. And Alexi, for doing what you do, and frankly, I think only you can do it, for helping us understand what this product means and why it's so important. I just want to say thank you to that. I want to give a couple of minutes to Ellie real quick, and then I have one announcement for you, and then we'll wrap the call up. But Ellie, I got to give you some time. You go get them, buddy.
Hey, guys. Number one, thank you, everybody. You guys are amazing leaders. Danielle, Paul, Troy, thank you again for being here, because I cannot say enough. I really can't. Every time you talk, I almost get like choked up, and I'm so proud of everything. I really want to impress upon you something that's real important and people don't think about a whole lot, and that's the value proposition in New You Life products. You don't understand that these products are scientifically designed to work with your body. Not only are they scientifically designed, but if you took the ingredients one by one in everything that we make, you would understand the value, the perceived value. You would have 16 bottles sitting on your counter and one bottle of Fortress. You would have $150 of products sitting there that you would have to take 16 times, 2 to 3 times a day to get what you get in your 4 capsules of Fortress. It is an amazing feat that Alexi did when putting this product together. It starts from your gut and goes through your body, like everything should. You guys have to understand what the accomplishments that my cousin has put forward with these products and the value of these products in one bottle of each of these things. So, cause that's Stoney, that's really what I wanted to impress upon, the perceived value. We sell vitamins. This is what we've done, nutraceuticals, for 30 plus years. We have 4 categories here that affect whole body health. We are a whole body health company, right? From top to bottom, this is what we do. This is what he has put forward. And we have these wonderful leaders to take this messaging out to the world, not in our little 1,000 square foot boost that we've had for a number of years. We have this land now, we have no boundaries, especially with the way we communicate now. And we have captive audiences to do it with. So, you know, you guys, that's really what I wanted to say, is that perceived value in New You Life is second to none. You have the best products in the world, and you have unique one-off things that a formulator that cares from his heart. I mean, it is truly, when he puts things together, it is truly, how are we gonna give something to our family? And he delivers spot on every time. So, you know, cuz I love you. Guys, I love you so much. Your messages and delivery are just truly amazing. I used to be so nervous when getting on these Zooms that I'd be like, I didn't know what to say. I actually listened to Paul, Danielle, and Troy. You guys don't know this, but I almost listened to everything you guys put out on Facebook. You inspire me, and you help me overcome my fears in addressing things the way that needs to be addressed to represent this company. So thank you all. Stoney, that's all I have, buddy.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Ellie, thank you so much. You know, and guys, just again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate everything that you guys have done. I'm so grateful for your efforts. I'm so grateful for your work. I'm just grateful for who you are. It really is an honor to be a part of the company. Like I said, and I just am so grateful to each of you. To Alexi, Ellie, thanks for being here. Paul, Danielle, Troy, just you guys absolutely knocked it out of the park. I do want to share one quick thing with you before we go. I got a text like you guys have, and I've gotten tons of feedback on the webinar. You guys are spectacular. I mean, just all expressing love to you guys for what you do. But this came from Russ Schaefer. He's our director of marketing. I want to share this with you real quick. There are a couple of things coming up today. We have a gel and tell, I think, later today that you guys can dial into, but he did want me to say, hey, jump over to our Facebook page and view a special video they put together to thank all of you for what you do. So after this particular call, I'm going to recommend that you jump over to that Facebook page, watch that video, and tell us what you think. Guys, my parting piece of advice is simply this: don't miss this opportunity. I realize that the absolute spot we're in is different. We're all living in a different environment. Paul and I talked about the new norm. This presents a special set of circumstances that if you're willing to do the things that we've talked about today, and if you're willing to go out and really be fearless and do all that, I promise you the rewards are there. And the rewards are there not just for you, it's for the people that you want to have those rewards the most. And so spend time, get after it. Don't back up, just keep going forward. If you need something and you say, I can't find the motivation to do it, call me. I'll call you back. I promise you I will. We'll stay with it. We'll get it done and we'll make this happen. So guys, from me to you, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I'll look forward to talking with you at our next webinar. Thanks again, guys.
Thanks a lot, Stoney. We love you.
Love you too, buddy.